Please welcome to the stage Tracy Kent, Secretary and Treasurer of the Choose Lansing Board of Directors.
Good morning and welcome to the Choose Lansing annual meeting. Today will feature the industry's accomplishments from 2024 and exciting highlights ahead in 2025. It is my pleasure to serve as the Treasurer and Secretary of the Choose Lansing Board of Directors. We are thrilled to be able to gather this morning for this year's annual meeting and to recognize the economic impact that tourism and hospitality have on our region. We will also take time to celebrate our accomplishments and milestones. We appreciate the ongoing support and involvement of Choose Lansing's members and partners as we work towards our overriding vision and mission. Efforts are made in tourism and hospitality through strategic alignment, advocacy, and creative sales and marketing. I would like to acknowledge the pivotal role provided by the organization's board of directors. The board engages and works on behalf of the membership to ensure Choose Lansing continues to be a best practice in developing our destination for visitors. We are also grateful for the ongoing work and valuable insights for the Team Lansing Foundation Board of Directors, led by Chair Tom Collins. In 2024, the foundation made grants available to enhance destination development, which included projects such as the new entry signage at Potter Park Zoo and support of Impression 5 Science Center's Barbie You Can Be Anything exhibit. Thank you again to our Board of Directors. It is now my pleasure to turn the program over to Julie Pingston, President and CEO of Choose Lansing.
All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. So, standing room only is a really cool thing. There are some chairs up front if you're wanting to drift this way. Yeah, I think we had a big rush of RSVPs right at the end to really accelerate over last year. So thank you all for being here. Thank you, Tracy, for your comments this morning. I would also like to add my thanks to our board of directors who do so much work for the organization, and they really do work on your behalf as members of our tourism and hospitality industry. So thank you again. And thank you to all the elected officials who are with us today. We appreciate your involvement in helping us move our mission forward in the region. And thanks to our partners in tourism here from Travel Michigan. I know I saw you somewhere. So there's a lot of good news to share here today. And I'm excited to start off with the updated overall economic impact that visitors bring to our region. We updated our study in partnership with Anderson Economic Group in 2024. And thank you to AEG. I know I saw Christina here, so thank you for being our long-term partner on this important study. The economic impact has grown. Annually, we welcome over 6.7 million visitors who spend $732 million in our local economy. So that is nearly $750 million of visitor economic impact coming into our community, which also supports, thank you. I feel like $750 million sounds a lot better, right? That also supports 9,500 jobs throughout the community. So it is no understatement to say that tourism and hospitality industry provides enormous impact for our region. So I am not one to reflect too long on past accomplishments. We're always looking forward. However, this event is at a milestone. As we look back from 5 years ago and we see the progress that has been made since our tourism and hospitality industry shut down during the pandemic. So we had our annual meeting in 2020 in late February. We came together as an industry and we celebrated a record-setting 2019. In which we sold over 1,060,000 hotel rooms in this community. At this time last year, we kind of thought we might surpass that number this year. There was a pretty good chance. But we did not know that this community would move itself forward and far exceed that finish of 2019 at 1,112,196 to be precise hotel rooms sold. We also celebrated my new job as President and CEO with a champagne toast, which was very nice to have happen. I'm a big fan of champagne. So not knowing that it would really be the last time that we gathered together as an industry for a while. So with the help of the Kellogg Center team, who provided you with a lovely glass of bubbly, I'd like to offer up a champagne toast 5 years later to celebrate everyone's efforts in getting us to this exciting milestone that we have been reaching for 5 years. Cheers. All right, so now back to business. So another industry measurement is our occupancy rate for hotels in the region. And since 2019, we have added over 800 rooms to the market, with the opening of hotels that were in the community's pipeline during and prior to the pandemic. So the region's occupancy did grow at a higher percentage last year, but the higher inventory has kept our occupancy from reaching that 2019 level yet. So our convention sales and services team continues to spread the Choose Lansing message to our event planners, as well as to the attendees that come to town for meetings and for conferences. Our team sent out 442 leads last year for future business, and they worked with over 100 conferences throughout the year to elevate the visitor experience for all of our guests. A key conference that we hosted in 2024 was the Michigan Society of Association Executives. That is the Association for Associations. So they gave our region a chance to shine in front of many potential statewide organizations that could host their events here. Our team set the bar so high that I really do feel sorry for the host destination that's hosting them later this year. Traverse City. So in 2025, we have a number of impactful events coming to town. We once again are hosting Odyssey of the Mind, which brings 8,000 competitors to compete on the campus of Michigan State University, but also brings their friends and family for over 15,000 people coming to our community for 5 days, and maybe they compete for about an hour, so we really like that group. We also have some impactful events associated with Michigan State University and the departments that bring in their colleagues to celebrate the research and programs that they offer here at the university that they can share with their colleagues internationally. We also welcome a number of state-based associations, and we work to welcome them all that come once a year or some that repeat every year. One of those examples are Michigan State Fraternal Order of Eagles. We're happy to welcome them back again this year. So our marketing team spent 2024 getting really creative with new pathways the Choose Lansing brand gave us. Maybe you saw it as you walked the hallway coming here. We've got a lot of branding throughout everything we do. Over 1,100 ads were created, individual ads, from the biggest sign at Spartan Stadium to the smallest ad in a conference registration flyer. So our team has been focused on unique and timely content and robust digital strategies, and the numbers show the impact that was created. Over 2.1 million page views on Lansing.org and 181,000 on LansingSports.org. We also saw tremendous growth over our social media platforms, which increased the connectivity to our audience with our team's strong efforts and with some partnerships with impactful social media influencers. Our marketing team also worked on video content throughout the year, and the opening video that you saw is one example of one of those videos. Right now is another highlighting our Lansing Sports Commission. A lot of figures and information for you about our Lansing Sports Commission, but I'd really like to tell a story. We had the opportunity over the last number of years to host the USA High School Clay Target Nationals, a big event out at the Trap Shoot Grounds in Mason. If you ever wonder as you're going south on 127 what that all is, that is an economic engine for us because it brings people here to, shoot things out of the sky and do some archery, but at the national competitive level. People coming in and staying for many days in a row. Well, they were here in July, and that event had the remnants of Hurricane Beryl come our way. And if you remember that, it flooded a lot of things. It had flooded their entire parking lot out of the trap chute grounds. So our team quickly flew into action, found transportation for off-site parking to shuttle people back and forth, to make lemonade out of lemons, because everyone was very anxious and the organizers were very worried about how this would affect people getting into the grounds to be able to compete. So at the time, that organization was looking to send out an RFP for the next 5 years to maybe just look at their other options, to look at where else they could go. There's not a lot of places as big as ours. Ours is the second largest in the country. But after all the work our team did, hands-on, doing what they do every day, that event planner decided to not send out the RFP, rebooked with us for 5 years through 2030. More events coming up this year. We have archery national competitions, figure skating Midwest regionals, a lot of high school athletic association state finals and championships. But one event I wanted to highlight that's already been hosted in February is Fierce. And Fierce is the Females Ignite, Empower, Respect, Collaborate, and Engage. It's an event that was created by our Sports Commission and held on Girl and Women in Sports Day. It really did bring the community together of women who work in sports, coach sports, plan for sports, engage in sports, to come together, share best practices, learn from others, and set the tone for the power of women in sports. So we were proud to host that for the first annual event, originated right here from our Sports Commission. So look for more to follow related to that. We continue to spend considerable time striving for our ultimate goal of being a welcoming destination for all. We ensure the content we create portrays the diversity and culture of our community. We also highlight the many points of pride throughout the region, including the recent Human Rights Coalition's ranking of the City of Lansing at 100 and City of East Lansing at 98. Very few communities can say that. As a destination, we also continue to create opportunities for the community for those traveling with disabilities. In 2024, we worked with 55 interested partners, such as our hotels, attractions, and restaurants, to complete an accessibility assessment through View of the World. And we had assistance from grant funds through Travel Michigan. We are now a destination certified location for accessibility by Wheel the World, and we will officially promote all of that later this year. We also recognize the continued great work for accessibility throughout the region by our partners, including sensory rooms being added at the Lansing Center and Impression 5 Science Center. Sensory hours added at High Caliber Karting, not the most sensory-friendly place in town. Silver Bells in the City, providing helpful tips and quiet spaces during the event to assist those with neurodiversities be able to attend that impactful event. And Choose Lansing worked with the PBS show Under the Radar to highlight the accessibility efforts throughout the region, including the State Capitol, Impression 5 Science Center, and the Play Michigan All-Inclusive Playground for that hour-long episode airing statewide. So all of these efforts have really, over the past years, led to some impactful accomplishments for our region. Longwood's International partners with Travel Michigan to do an annual study of the visitor profile. What kind of people come here, where are they from, what are their demographics? And so one of the questions asked this past year, was, is someone in your travel party traveling with you that has a disability? So I quickly clumped onto that data point and learned that the national average is 17%. Throughout the regions of the Michigan information that I was able to look at, many of our friends around the state were at 13%, 14%, 16%, one at 17%. We were at 21% as a destination. So in sharing that information with my colleagues nationally, Longwoods is now adding more questions, more information to really understand the true picture of those traveling with disabilities and how we can all move forward in helping that be more accessible to all. So all this really led to some amazing news for our destination. Accessible Journeys magazine named their top 10 accessible destinations, and our community ranked number 2, right? And they especially called out our work related to neurodiverse travelers. They stated, Lansing has embraced a proactive approach to creating an environment where everyone feels valued and welcomed and included. To be a best practice nationally is an amazing accomplishment, and thank you to everyone who has been involved on the journey with us. And if that's not enough to celebrate, in 2025, we look forward to connecting visitors to many of the new businesses that have recently opened or will open later this year. The Town Place Suites over on Wood Road actually opened in late December 2024, so we consider them still new. The Fish Ladder Music Park in Old Town is being created by the Community Foundation to allow for a unique performance space within the Fish Ladder and also park enhancements around that area. Dave & Buster's will be opening in May in the Eastwood area. Potter Park Zoo's Veterinary Animal Clinic will be opening later this year. And we'll have more riverfront activation throughout the summer months. We also have new restaurants with Rio Town Clubhouse, Art and Jake's, Cooper's Hawk, coming later this year, the Makata Club, so many new things to get excited about. But I have to say, there are a lot of things that are coming soon or have already opened, but there's a lot more coming. And I got to the point in my time that I needed to know what that was. Our organization sells the future. You heard me say we're booking events for 2030. We're booking events for 2028. We need to tell the future. We need to tell that story. So I started to put it all down on a piece of paper for my own brain. Internally, I just got called the list. So now we refer to the list. And it was everything that I could think of off the top of my head that was coming in the next 4 to 5 years. And so it ended up then being something that I chunked out into years. And when you leave in the bag, you will receive this new takeaway that we've created because we want everybody to share this story. We want everyone to be able to tell all of the great things coming to this community. This is really focused on those things that will affect tourism and hospitality. There is so much more that could be added to this list, but this is where we've started. And because of that, this is probably already out of date. But at that point, there will be a microsite as well, and the QR code is on this flyer so that you can help tell that story, so that you can help get people excited what's coming to this community. Things such as the Ovation for Arts and Culture, that performance venue place. Like City Hall moving to a new location in downtown Lansing, and that then the current City Hall becoming a hotel. Things like even Bass Pro Shops in Delta Township. People come here for those kind of things, who knows? So we're looking forward to all those great enhancements to the community and our job to sell that to the future visitors and to the future event planners coming here for their events. So that's the story of the list. If anyone can think of a better name for it, I'm all open to that. I think on the flyer we've called it the future of Greater Lansing, so looking forward to that. And let us know if you have questions or want more copies or any access to that. So we do work tirelessly to promote our local businesses by connecting them to visitors, event planners, and marketing opportunities. We are really proud of this year's 95.3 membership retention rate and appreciate you all to connecting to the visitor economy. We're also celebrating the 15th anniversary of our Certified Tourism Ambassador program this year. In 2020, we really weren't sure if we were going to keep that program, so it is amazing today to be able to celebrate that 15-year milestone. We will also be hosting an event later in the year to celebrate just that event. There might even be cake, let's say. So now it is my pleasure to introduce Melissa Ney, our Director of Membership and Community Engagement, to talk about our Certified Tourism Ambassador program. Melissa is responsible for building the program back over the past 5 years, and we've never had higher engagement with the program throughout the community. So thank you, Melissa.
Thank you, Julie. As Julie stated, I am Director of Membership and Community Engagement, and one of my roles is the organization is to manage our Certified Tourism Ambassador Program, or CTA as we refer to it. We're happy to be celebrating our 15th year of this program, which makes Lansing the second longest running CTA program within the CTA International family. In our 15 years of providing the CTA program, we currently have over 533 CTAs, which is the most we have ever had in this region in history. Of those 533, 172 have been a CTA for more than 5 years, and 107 have been a CTA for 10 years or more. This year is the first year we have the honor to recognize our 15-year CTA pin recipients. We have 30 people receiving this honor, and we appreciate all of them for being early adapters and helping us shape the program. If you are on the 15-year list, stand up and here and wave to everyone. Next, we have a total of 18 CTAs receiving their 10-year pins this year, and a total of 11 CTAs receiving their 5-year pins. I do want to have a special shout out to our 5-year pin recipients, as this group took the class in 2020 when it was virtually, when most of our industry was shut down. This is very much appreciated of your loyalty to the industry and this program. Thank you to all of you in the room who are CTAs who help make every visitor experience a positive one. And to those not a CTA, come see me after this, and we can get you set up for a class coming up in the next year. Every month we have one. So now, I get to recognize our CTA of the year. So the CTA program was designed to empower hospitality staff and community members with in-depth knowledge of our area's many assets to enhance our visitor experiences. This year, we honor one of our first CTAs who has been with us since the very beginning. This individual has dedicated their entire career to the hospitality industry and went on to lead one of our esteemed hospitality businesses in our community. Beyond their professional contributions, they are a passionate contributor to the Lansing theater scene, serving as an actor, director, board member, and volunteer at multiple theater groups. Additionally, they have generously dedicated their time to facilitating CTA classes from the beginning of the program so that our CTAs can learn from the expertise that they bring. It is my great honor and privilege to announce our 2025 Certified Tourism Ambassador of the Year, the current Executive Director of the James B. Henry Center for Executive Development, Michigan State University, Jeffrey Magnus.
They didn't tell me I was going to get to talk. This program and the Convention and Visitors Bureau Choose Lansing is very special to me in my career. I had a chance to be a part of the team for a few years, and I value this community very much. I'm a lifelong resident, and I love our art scene, I love our restaurants, I love our attractions, I love all of you in the hospitality industry. I've grown up with many of you and appreciate being a part of this community very much. Thank you. Appreciate the recognition.
Welcome back. Really gave me great pleasure to see these tall people standing on my box. So as a destination, we are only good as the members that we get to represent. And we always enjoy celebrating the milestones achieved by some individual attractions, events, and businesses. In 2025, the St. John's Mint Festival will celebrate 40 years of spreading the love of mint to the world. The unique concentration concentration of mint farms in St. John's and the surrounding region in Clinton County led to St. John's being dubbed Mint City, USA. We actually teach that in the CTA class. If you're not a CTA, you'll learn that. The Mint Festival, held each year in August 9th through 11th this year, is an opportunity to honor the legacy of the hardworking mint farming families, celebrate the vibrant community, and of course, enjoy a big scoop of mint chocolate chip ice cream. It is my pleasure to welcome and celebrate the Mint Festival today. I invite Jason Denovich, President of the St. John's Chamber of Commerce. An essential business to downtown Lansing for 40 years, InstiPrints has been the longtime go-to for all your printing needs. I can't tell you how many times over the years we have sent event planners to InstiPrints for those on-site needs that come up during their events. InstiPrints also offers services such as web design, graphic design, marketing strategy, and expertise in direct mail, as well as all types of signage and experiential graphics. Join me in congratulating Jennifer Lamaro from InstiPrints. Fenner Nature Center is an environmental education center encompassing 134 acres of publicly accessible green space in the city of City of Lansing. Now run by the nonprofit Fenner Conservancy. The property includes 4 miles of trails, towering maple groves, a visitor center, and event space. Fenner hosts 2 signature festivals that are celebrating their 50th anniversaries. The Apple Butter Festival, held this past October, stirred up all the annual fall fun. And coming up March 22 through 23, the Maple Syrup Festival also celebrates 50 years, so showcasing environmental education of maple sugaring and sampling delicious maple treats. Thank you to Gabriel Leiber, Executive Director of the Fenner Nature Conservancy. The Arts Council of Greater Lansing was founded in 1965 and is celebrating 60 years of supporting arts, culture, and creativity in the region. The Arts Council facilitates grant and educational opportunities for local artists, supports the growth of arts organizations, and advocates for the growth of arts and culture at all levels. For 60 years, if it involves arts and culture in this region, the Arts Council has been there. Please welcome Megan Martin, the Executive Director of the Arts Council of Greater Lansing. In 1965, a group of local artists, teachers, and business leaders came together to form the Lansing Community Gallery. It was the first permanent art gallery in Lansing. In the first year and a half, the number of participating artists rose from the original 6 to well over 100. The gallery became the Lansing Art Gallery and held multiple locations throughout the community. They also added a robust educational program for the public, as well as they presented an annual art path each summer featuring public art by Michigan artists along the Lansing River Trail. Please welcome Rachel Beatty, Chair of the Board of the Lansing Art Gallery and Education Center. So Choose Lansing and A. Dean Watkins have a long-standing and very unique relationship. We partner with them in ordering specialty items with our logo and messaging for some of our events and promotions. That's what they've done for the entire community for 75 years. We are also honored to have a personal connection to the business, as Dean Watkins was one of the 6 founding business owners who formed our organization in 1960. So he started A. Dean Watkins Company out of the trunk of his car. And now, after 75 years, A. Dean Watkins involves the third generation in the business, and they are still satisfying customers and building trust with everyone they work with. Please welcome Bob Watkins. He's whispering about his knee surgery. He got up the step and did. All right, and last but certainly not least, on December 13th of 2024, the Michigan High School Athletic Association commemorated its 100th anniversary. The MHSAA has helped create equity and safe playing environment for athletes. They have helped teach values that remain consistent over time, and they have helped sponsor statewide championships event. In fact, as one of their host destinations this year for boys and girls basketball, baseball, softball, soccer, golf, and tennis, we are their biggest fans. We thank the MHSAA for the strong partnership with this community and celebrate your 100 years of helping student athletes compete and thrive. Please welcome Mark Ewell, the Executive Director of the Michigan High School Athletic Association. As we wrap up this morning, we'd like to take a moment to thank the team at the Kellogg Hotel and Conference Center for their superior hospitality. You really don't understand how putting a mimosa in front of everybody at the end and you're all sitting down, how challenging that is. So thank you for standing up for that challenge. We also thank the team at Message Makers for the amazing sound, lighting, and AV production for today's presentation. Not sure how I looked on that giant screen with my hubs right there, but I know you made me look great, so thank you. And last but never least, thank you to the dedicated and amazingly talented team members of Choose Lansing. All these highlights, all these celebrations are due to the dedicated work done by the team of professionals I have the privilege of working with each day. They work in your behalf constantly and consistently. They set the standard for best practices, and they never settle for second best. If everyone from the team could stand and wave, they're all out in the hallway too, so I can see them clearly. Thank you. And thank you all again for your support and your attendance today. As you leave, you will receive a bag. Don't walk past it, take it. It has your 2024 annual report. It has your 2025 visitor inspiration guide. It has the handout of the list. You're gonna want it. And it also has a small Choose Lansing gift. We also have a reminder for all of our honorees for our milestones today that we are taking your photo with your whole team and your whole group at the Step and Repeat banner to use for our promotions going forward. You'll find all the information about our annual report on our website now as well. And thank you again. We appreciate your partnership and hospitality and look forward to all that comes in 2025. Thank you.